All right, welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be playing the most recent list from friend of the channel and person I reach out to a lot about, building elves and playing it and recording stuff. Shiib, Shiib. They got second in a recent challenge with this list. They're playing 2 land grant is really the big innovation here, and the rest of it is fairly stock. They're going 4 hunter, 3 sagu, and then the sideboard is kind of what piqued my interest because it's like 3 V2s, 3 Spinewoods, and then additional graveyard hate that I think is also a means to kind of get back in the game with important creatures. I think is where they're thinking of is they released a stream with this deck into their second place finish in the challenge. So if you want to go check that out, check out their YouTube channel Shiib. Great content creator out of Japan. Elf Master has been playing the deck for a very long time. Plays a lot of challenges, streams. So if you're ever interested in watching their channel, head over to them. Tell them I say hi. And yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a fairly standard elf build. But I like the kind of lean nature of the sideboard where it's just like, all right, we've got additional graveyard interaction. We also can, buy back creatures for 3 mana, gain additional life. And then it's just kind of 6 of the best creatures, 4 monstrous, go. So pretty interested in it. You got the additional land grants to go get gingerbread cabins, so you've got good, utility there. You can always kind of get that engine rolling. So I will see how it feels. I trust their numbers on this kind of stuff. They know what's up. They do a split with the elves, but I'm just putting 4 and 4. No one's playing Echoing Decay or mass bounce effects anymore. That's not really a thing we have to worry about. But I will see everyone for round one. All right, on the draw for round one, we've got. Ooh, is my camera in the way of the hand? Has no one told me? All right. On the play or on the draw for round one, we've got 2 mana, 2 Hydras, Priest. I'm gonna give this a shot. You do kind of show your hand a bit, which I don't love, but cool. All right, fairy variety. You guys, if you had told me, I would have made this smaller. Oh, 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 in real time. Cool. All right. Don't draw land. Thank God. Cool. All right. Forest, elf, land grant, grab forest. You know what you need to beat, and you know what you need to get around. All you land grant enjoyers out there telling me that I'm wrong for hating that effect, it's on you. But they're probably going to try to hold up spell stutter, and then we're just going to have to dance around it, which is perfectly fine. I can dance around spell stutter sprite. Oh, I guess usually our hand isn't big enough for the thing to matter. Is that the thing you guys are talking about? All right. Yep, just leaving up spell stutter. I'm gonna get my pre-spell stutter to get Querying Ranger online, which might seem insane, but we need like 1/2s. Like we don't actually need big shit. Oh, where you just have nothing? Oh, okay, sure. All right. Well, first off, it's definitely U Fae. Okay, sure. And they're trying to go aggro. Are you tempo U Fae with the black splash that you can do the thing, or are you just gonna let me? All right, cool. So they're dead. They're straight up dead. Don't know that they're dead. They're super dead. All right, Winding Way, creature. Sure. Um, how do I want to kill them? I guess I'll just play a Generosent and a Sagu. And I don't even need to do anything crazy. Go. pretty good turn. Turn 3. You can bounce my shit. All my shit comes back forever. And I didn't even play the Hydras I showed you. It was a great V2 matchup, by the way, everyone. I respect the commitment. Oh, cool. Sure. Okay. Well, anyway. Just gonna let me keep teeing off. Okay. I was like, what? You okay, sure. Cool. All right. This is a great V2 thing. We're gonna take out the Avenging Hunters, which might seem a little silly. But I'm gonna cut 2 of these. Depending on what their removal suite is, they could have some enchantments that we need to clip. I don't know. So I'm gonna leave 2 in just in the off chance. And yeah, pretty smooth win. V2s are gonna be huge. Having just a 2/4 flyer beats their entire deck. So that's the goal here. Okay. This hand sucks, but I'm gonna keep it just because I might be able to just, you know, play with my food a bit. We've got all the mana in the world. We just need to find their top. Hate that. Cool, sure. Just gonna leave up. Oh, please, Ninja, honestly. Sure. Big Ninja? Just one. Big Ninja, cool. Alright, so I get to resolve Winding Way and also Quirion Ranger. If not more. Really horrible draw, gang. Also pretty abysmal draw, but I do get the Gingerbread Cabin online. They're going to get an extra card out of me, but that's fine. I don't really care. We're kind of in the inevitable game here. Yep. And Gingerbread, I won't really be able to... They literally cannot interact with, so... There's the Fairy Seer. You probably should have played that first main so you could get value off of it before the Ninja, but... To each their own. Who am I to judge how this fairy player wants to live their life? Top. Happy with their circumstance? Sure. Cool. Cycle Ent, just bank the Gingerbread Cabin. And play Mass Vandal. So funny because the Gingerbread Cabin they literally might not be able to beat. Okay. Sure. Get to snap the Mass Vandal on the end step? No. Okay. Sure. Okay. It's a nice little draw engine. Sure. You can have another card. Okay. Oh. I was a turn early with the Masked Vandal. I could have clipped this ninja. Okay. I'm not super worried about getting tempoed out, even though they have 7 cards in hand, just because they've let me just kind of go, which is insane. Is this when you finally have the counterspell? No? Okay. They've got to have something. They have 8 cards in hand. How am I... I'm just, like, getting away with this? Okay. Okay. Sure. Good to know, too, with the Mass Vandal, that that's there. Okay. You're double... That's... Okay, sure. No, that's what that one's for. I was like, you're gonna... I don't need to hit that many land drops on me. And I will trade this for a card. And there's that. There's that. Yep. I don't care about the Sagu. Sure. All right. So I got to eat the ninja for free, and they got to kill a Sagu for whatever medium value. And now I get to play Spinewoods, and with the Gingerbread Cabin, they're not going to really be able to tempo me out. Top again. Once again, homie, I feel like you should be. Um. Yeah. Being the inevitability against the blue deck is so funny to me. This engine is so funny. Just literally unable to get anything going. So if we do go to game 3, I do know to bring in more of those of Mass Vandals to kind of counteract, because it does look like they've got their removal is the um enchantment based. Gonna pass. Chip with flyers. Dog, I've got mana. Or I've got life. Okay. Sure. I will find reach blockers. Ugh, what I wouldn't give for a Scattershot Archer. Mistblade Shinobi. Oh, cool. That's some shit. What are you gonna return? The Spinewoods? Still just a 1. That's an interesting little tech piece, but they're not great. You're gonna let me gain life and replay 4/5/4? Okay, sure. You're gonna hold the counterspell for it? Okay. So they're gonna hold the counterspell, and then I'm going to murder all their shit, and play priest through all of it. What you got, homie? Oh, you're just gonna let me. It seems like they're F6'd. Okay, cool. Sure. So that was a tempo play that lost you life? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, cool. Sure. This person is teched the fuck out. Um, damn. They really got me cooked. If only I had all this extra shit. All right, so turn off auto yields. I'm gonna untap this, and I'm gonna put the ninja in front of that thing because I don't want them to get my priest out, and I don't particularly care too much about the rest of the shit. I don't care if you kill it. Sure. Now I get to eat that for free on the way back down. Yep. 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 Cool. Sure. Jesus Christ. Eat your ninja. Um, I guess sure. Sure. That's cool fucking tech. It's not particularly great, but it does, you know, a purpose. This has been a really funny game. We're just kind of both spinning our wheels a little bit. Like they've drawn not as many cards as it seems. They've done a lot of topping and then not particularly doing much, and the tempo has not worked because I've gotten to gain a bunch of life in response to all this shit. They bounced my spine once to attack for like 3, and just I've offset it every single turn. And now that they've got Timberwatch in play too, Priest is less important. I mean, it's good, but it's not, you know, end of the world. I got to eat their thing. I kind of got them boxed in. I'm gonna full. Okay. Sure. So it's a 3/3 flyer now. Okay. Once again, they're just kind of not really getting there. And now we get to lead the Stampede in their face and draw get a bunch of life. Um, okay. I can do all of that over the top of the Cryo Shatter trigger, which is pretty funny. Oh my god, deck. The lands. Lead. You should have done the Priest. Sure. Second one. You have 2 envelops. Nope. Cool. Done. Cast additional cost. Both the leads done. 2/4 reach. Pick this up. Um. Yep. And at this point, I can just untap the priest to gain a bunch of life, so I'm not in absolutely dead. But yeah, I mean, this is... That was a pretty intense switch on it. I can turn off the gingerbread cabin engine to gain 7. So gain 9 life out of nowhere. Sure. There's always a dam breaking moment against U Fae, which is really fun. is that they're kind of getting you to this point. You're going back, you're trading resources, you're kind of switching in and out, and then eventually you just kind of take over. Okay, in response, I'm going to tap this. Sure. Yep. Three cards left. Sure. What do you even tap at this point? Sure. Okay. I would start looting if I were them. They've got these things to loot, but I mean, if they just... I got you with this once already. You gonna let me get you with it again? No. Sure. One, two, three, four, five. Just cast another one of these. You gonna spell stutter for this? Do you have no spell stutters in your deck? Okay, so they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. Cool. They got everything in front of it, and then I double pump for 12 no matter what. Okay. One card left. And 22-22 coming at you. Yep. That's what we thought. All right. See everyone for the next round. All right. On the play, round two. We got pretty amazing hands both those games. This also similar thing. We're gonna have to show the hand on turn two, but for now, we can kind of get away with it without having to do it. So we'll see what's up. Obviously, it's going to go turn one Ranger. You could bank the land drop by showing them your hand, but I think I'm going to wait and roll the dice in case I draw a second land naturally, so I don't have to show them what they have to beat. Sure. Okay. Another insane. Another U Fae opponent. And I'm just gonna put them priest. Cast by revealing your hand. Forest. Pass. I will trade this off. I have the whole engine up. Yep. Cool. All right, so they know what they got to beat. The question is, can they? Can they afford to sit back? Nope. Cool. Draw an extra card. Man, being on the play against U Fae is really good. Has anyone ever said that? I mean, we can still cast that, which is really funny. So I'm just gonna do this and see if I can get them to scoop. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Priest. This. Untap here. I'm just gonna cast a Generosent. We're done? Feels like we're done. Feels like that's them conceding. Yep. All right, turn 3 Generosent. Cool. We just saw this, cut the hunters, and then I do wonder if people are playing this kind of thing, so I'll take out these two, but we want this. Pretty easy in out. Very happy to see U Fae a second time. I do wonder if someone has maybe innovated on the shell. We'll find out, but that was pretty seamless. I'll come back when the game starts. All right. Super fast. Sure. It's a little on the slower side, and I would love an Ent just to get the V2 on 2, but sure. V2 on 2 would be sick, but honestly a 1-3 is pretty good, but this hand kind of goes nuts once we get this. Sagu, okay, they bottomed. Cool. I am going to get this in play. If they spend time gut-shotting it, we've got the Sagu, but if they go turbo, you know, whatever, that's fine. Sure. Small Ninja replay. That's fine. We're gonna we're gonna Sagu Rusik, and then we're gonna play the V2 on 2 just to stop the bleeding. Bottom again. Generosent? Alright, fine. Fine. I do think this is better. Right now. Sure. They bottomed 4 and then drew 2 off that, so they're cool. Alright, here's this. You gonna spell stutter anything? Nope. Okay, well, if that's the case, I am going to throw the Priest out to try to get a counterspell out of their hand. That's fine. I don't actually care. We're hitting the 4 mana to you know, plot this, play a bunch of other shit, so we're getting the advantage we need. We don't need to, you know, we don't need Priest as much, and they're being very honest about not having another thing. Sure. Okay, so Spell Stutter now is for 3. It's crazy I didn't see a single one in the last match. Maybe that's the innovation. Sure. Just double Miscreant. Here's this. And I'm just going to play Timberwatch. They're definitely leaving up Envelop. That's what that is. And then I'm going to punish that. Your opponents are telling you what you've learned. Sure. Sure. Tap the V2. Yep. Swing out. I will do this. I don't care. What's up, man? Hi. Everybody say hi to Bones. Hi, Beeps. Dude. Alright, so they're leaving up Envelop again. If we can draw... So if we Roost Seek and they counter it, yeah, I think that's worth it. You know, let me get another land. No. It's a high value. All right, so then I'm going to plot Spinewood. Can't interact with that shit. Dude. And now we've got Timberwatch active. Sure. Okay. Sure. 2 cards. Check with everybody. Yep. All right. Here's this. Okay. Eat your ninja. 2 cards left. Counterspell. Sure. I did have a lead the Stampede. You were right. And that is a lot of stuff. Cool. Additional is here's this. Put it on itself. And pass turn. Not having the Gingerbread Cabin engine is a little rough, but we've got some life gain. 3 cards. Yep, there we go. Cool. I'm just gonna play Hydra X equals 2. We don't actually need to go crazy with it. If they counter this, that's fine. Sure. There's the additional cost on this. There's the spell setter. Okay. Been waiting on that shit. Quirion Ranger. Sure. I play land this turn? No. And I think we're just going to get material on board, even though they have no enchantments. Two reach blockers for their shit. They can start. This is the thing that my opponent last round didn't do, is they weren't just like looting away all their bad shit. Sure. Sure. Okay. Here and here. Sure. Yep. All right. Are you dead right now? 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. They are apparently done on board. Cool. All right. Well, that was pretty painless again. I didn't even want to see it. I guess they had nothing. Cool. Next turn we're playing Genercent. Our lead would have found us Ent and Priest. All right. See everyone for round 3. Pretty easy. All right. Back. We are on the play again. On the play with turn 2 Timberwatch. Pretty good, depending on the matchup, obviously. Be very funny if it was U Fae again, but it's probably not. And if they kill my turn 1 elf, we've got Mass Vandal for some shit. But obviously, if this is Wall Spy or something, we're cooked. But that is a problem for later. What's up, homie? Cool. All right, they kept 7 as well. Elf. What you got? Let me snipe your deck based off of your turn 1 land. Ah, sure. Okay. It's still worth playing Timberwatch, even though it's madness. Either madness or rally. We'll see what's up. I don't think I'm gonna block the Epicure because Lava Dart killing both my shits is very bad. They've got some sick fucking Dissension lands. Yeah. Shards of Alara. Alright, so it's madness. Madness. Cool. Madness, and I have active Timberwatch is pretty good. And now Timberwatch can't die to anything. Cool. I mean, it can die to Bolt over Bolt, but that's a problem for later. Main deck Sagu's pretty nice. Oh, it's Rakdos. Okay, sure. Sure. Rakdos is much more my speed, as we know. Rakdos. Sure, Kitchen Imp. And they will have less answers to Timberwatch. Sure. Sure. And I get to play Sagu next turn with a whole mess of shit in the way. And also lead the Stampede. That's free. Let's lead first to find exactly that. There we go. Perfect. It's this. Ranger. Priest. Cycle Ent. Because we're clipping that blood token. Blood. Get that shit out of here. Untap Priest. Sagu. Gain 3 life. Pass. Alright, we've got a blocker for their bullshit. We've got a million elves on board. We've got an untap, so Timberwatch can't die. Dead on the swing back. Limiting their madness effects is always good. That's where we want to be. And even if they have additional shit to try to get around my stuff, the only thing I'm worried about is Dark Withering. So if they have main deck black removal spell for their thing, it's pretty bad. But 15 is pretty good, and then they're absolutely dead on the swing back. But yeah. Block a flyer. Kill Kitchen Imp. Shiib, you've designed a pretty flawless deck, I will say, homie. Sure. Scoop to that. Okay. Where the fuck did this come from? Oh, I guess it was an additional... Okay. Oh, Mayhem. That comes out of the graveyard. It's not actual madness. Sure. Sure. I guess I'll... Oh, I can do this for free. Stop, honey. Sorry, the dog's barking, everyone. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21. There's Gingerbread Cabin. Okay. Let's attack with everybody. We actually don't need to attack with that. Sure. You snuff out or some shit. It's not good blocks for you, homie. Block 3, 4 get through, and 4 plus 16 is 20. Oh. Cool. Nice. It was pretty straightforward. Okay, Avenging Hunter's out, Spinewood's in, and B2's in. We probably can cut 2 priests and probably 2 vandals. And then I think I'll bring in a pulse and I'll actually keep a second vandal. Or a third vandal. Just the one of pulse. We don't really need that, but being able to return something nice, it's pretty good. But this is a big don't die matchup more than a win matchup. But they let me have turn 2 active Timberwatch the entire game and just got completely out of hand for them. So that was cool. All right. On the draw, we've got 2 lands, Timberwatch, Spinewood, double draw spell. Pretty nasty. They're on 6. Mountain Epicure, sure. Elf. Kitchen Imp, sure. That's fine. 4 cards. Yep, they correctly identified I'm not going to attack with that. Rusik. Land. And then honestly, I'm probably going to drop a 1-2 Hydra. Since I can't really do anything else with my mana. I think Winding Way and going over is not really great, but stopping the bleeding with the Epicure is pretty good. We also just put a 2-3 in front of it, but I'd like to get up a little bit more, but that might just be annoying enough for them to have to deal with it. Sure. I'll eat the Epicure. You have End the Festivities, that's frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. Cast in the Fire, sure. One card left. Ooh, okay, so I can Winding Way now to try to hit more stuff for next turn, or I could put the V2 in play without the additional cost as just a blocker to deal with that. But this hand definitely... We need a land cycler. We need to hit land drops, but... Stemming the bleeding's pretty good. Alright, so maybe they don't have End the Festivities. They have Cast in the Fires. Sure, cool. Alright, Winding Way. Creature. Perfect. Didn't even overdraw. Sure. That's not what you want to be doing. Sure. Cool. Alright, there's that. Here's this. Ranger makes the world go round. World go round. Pick up a land. I'm gonna literally play a 1-2 and then, or a 0-1 and then a Finhorn, and just kind of keep it going. Just don't die. 4 cards in hand. They hard cast a Kitchen Imp last turn. If they have a second Cast in the Fire to clip the Elf and the Quirion Ranger, we are a little bit more in trouble than I would like to be. But if they don't, we've got 4 mana next turn to play a larger Hydra. We can get going. Sure. Don't care, don't care. If they Cast in the Fire to kill the V2, that's fine. It's not fine, but it's annoying. It's not the end of the world. So it looks like, okay, sure. 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 Okay. I think I take a shot here. Yep. Alright. 4 mana next turn. We could die, but I think that was a good shot to take. No land cyclers in the top lot. Yeah, and this is the land grant issue. Is, I mean, we've dumped literally 2 land grants off of our Winding Ways and have not really gotten there. Because of it. It's not great. 6. Alright, so we're definitely dead. Third Cast in the Fire? No. Okay. Ugh, we do need 2 reach blockers now. Sure. Alright, so we're dead. We're dead on board. I think I try to clip and then play a 1-2 Hydra. Fiery Temper. No. Sure. Another Hydra as a reach blocker. Going to 2 is not great against the deck that has this effect. Sure. Okay, cool. Dead. Alright. That hand did not do... I mean, we got super chunky, and we never found additional land drops, so that's pretty tough. Does this change how I want to play? Yeah, I think I'll cut a Mass Vandal for a Priest on the play. All right. Come on, deck. Since they have Cast in the Fires, it is a little bit easier to play around than in the Festivities, which is just a clean sweep. Sure. Pretty fragile, but we've got Land Grant into Generosent into Elf. Show the hand. Sucks. I think I still play the Elf. Sure. Four cycle. Get a land. Ranger. Put the land back in hand. Priest, go. Getting the second Quirion Ranger is pretty nice. They're probably going to clip the Quirion and the Priest right now with the Cast in the Fire is my guess. And then we get to just drop still pretty big shit, but don't super have a great engine for this at this point. But I think having two lands is important instead of just dropping the Ent on turn 3, which would have been nice, but maybe we'll draw another one. Sure, there's exactly that. We can replay that exact turn. Just reload immediately. Same bullshit as last game. Second one. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, so that's not great. Winding Way, creature. They did miss a land drop, which is pretty nice. And now I get to play V2s and plus. Third Cast in the Fire. No. Looting, okay. Trying to hit a land drop. They have no black mana. The Mayhem card is actually pretty sick because it's not... Because you can play a land afterwards. Which I think is really cool. That's like a cool little interaction. Sheesh. Okay. Sure. There's their black mana. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get Ent anytime soon, so I should cycle it. Just another forest. And then Timberwatch. Attack for 1. Just bolt the Timberwatch, sure. Okay. Both running out of cards. Sure. Play Imp, and then I get to... Alright, cool. Sure. Alright, there's land drops. Sure. Additional cost. Just clip the Ent. 2-4 reach. Alright, well, I need something big because at this point we are losing the race. Because they have so much shit coming on, they've hit all their land drops now. Our early advantage has slipped away from us. But that's what double Cast in the Fire... I got 4 for 2'd. On double Priest, double Ranger. Sure. Discard. Sure. Alms of Veins not Vampire Coast? Yeah, that's just the drain. Sure. Sure. Okay. So we got to clip that blood token. They have enough mana. I'm just gonna cast a fucking game 3. Yeah. They want to trade a creature for this. I guess they can just, yeah, that was stupid. Duh. 4 cards. They can cast everything in their entire deck, which is why I didn't do the Mass Vandal this turn, because clipping the blood token doesn't really do all that much when you've got this much shit going on. Yeah. Okay. Cool, got a snacker in the yard. They also have double Faithless Looting. Sure. Oh, yeah. Snack attack. Yeah, this one's definitely slipped away. Sure. Two cards. Oh my god, and the Withering? Jesus Christ. Alright. I get it. I shouldn't have fucking attacked with the goddamn B2. Sure. And now, because I attacked with that, I can't fucking hit the goddamn thing, so I have to cycle this for the cabin. Alright, Ranger off the top. Third Ranger, I do not deserve it to get this going, but sure. Yeah, we're just gonna get tempoed out by these creatures. Yeah, alright, we're gonna lose. And there's nothing to be done about it. They just got completely through their deck. They've got, you know, functionally 8 free power out of the deal. They've got more everything. They can attack completely free with the sneaky snackers. Yep. All right, here's this, and here's that. Sure. Snackers just come back to the Faithful Suiting, which is why I didn't do that. But I'm at 5, so I'm probably just dead on board. Sure, 4. Sure. Oh. Ranger. That actually might fucking save me. Damn. Suddenly, we're back in this. One of Pulsa Barasa. Shiib. Tech lands. Tech shit. Gain 6 fucking life. Jesus Christ, man. Gain 6 life. Additionally, gain 9. And I get to replay this again. Sir? That was insane value. Sure. Sure. Yep. Yep. Still pretty dead, but not dead straight up. Need a food. Is that over the top of eating the food? 8 go to 2. Miraculous survival? No. Damn it. Ah, alright. Yep, I mean, a little too much. They got, just kind of got completely over our hump. They got to 4 for 2 me in the first 2 turns. All right, we weren't drawing shit. So, not great. See you one for round 4. All right. On the play for round 4. We've got pretty good fucking draw. Land Grant's kind of a dead bit, but, you know, we get to go turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Quirion, plus Timberwatch. Every time. Lava Dart. Oh, no. Okay, it's Rally. Sure. All right. Rally is tougher, but they've got here's turn 2 Timberwatch. Go. Just bolt the Timberwatch immediately. Sure, that's fine. Just getting on board. Missing a land drop from them is pretty gnarly. Especially because they can keep kind of taking chips. Cool. All right. There's Priest. Here's this. And I'm going to reveal the fucking thing. I'll bank the Gingerbread Cabin and attack for 1. You got Hydra on deck. And if I find a 4th land, we're good. Sure. I'm still dropping a gigantic fucking Hydra next turn. Or Winding Way. Mass Vandal? Ugh, fine. And get a forest. There's that. All right, so a bunch of elves. Gingerbread Cabin Engine is online next turn, and we get to drop Hydra. Are you going to kill the Quirion? Nope. Okay. Sure. Still no land. Still take 1. Sure. Are you kidding me? Five, 6. Here's a 5/6 Hydra. Can't beat that shit. Untap here. Return the Gingerbread Cabin. Timberwatch as well. Go. All right. Red Rally opponent missed a million land drops. Gingerbrute? The fuck? Cool. Um, 7. I'm just gonna put it on Quirion Ranger. And you're dead. That looks like more than 18 to me. Cool. Red Rally. With a little spicy affinity plan, I guess. I don't know. All right. All this shit. I don't know what their plan is. My guess is with the Gingerbrute, I'm gonna leave the Mass Vandals in. And then I might cut the priests and just go that way. I don't really care about what the creatures are, and I think having just being more medium is fine. Pulse Marasa, just 3 mana, gain 6. Pretty tight when it works. But this is a cool little... Gingerbread is a problem, but that's what Mass Vandal's for. Ugh. Gingerbread Cabin online, plus Giant Hydra, plus Timberwatch. That, and they missed so many land drops. So, all right. pause for one damn second and they finish sideboarding. Ugh, beautiful hand. Completely pointless. One of these was a land grant. We'd get there. Sure. Okay, cool. I'm gonna bottom one of the dorks. Sure. Interesting. This is a very low to the ground version of Rally, which might literally not even have Rally in it. It might just be like mono green aggro. Alright, V2? No, but sure. Just gonna bank the gingerbread cabin because we've got the straight line there. Your turn. Having straight line to cabin is pretty nice. Okay, so yeah, this is not... Yeah, this is not Rally. This is some other shit. Sure. This is a kind of old... Feels like an old Kuldotha-ish, you know, variant, but... Alright, Mass Vandal off the top. Clip the synth. Put a 1/3 in way. That's pretty good. Obviously, V2 is insane. Pulse Marasa, not really what we're looking for. They probably have some removal that I've kind of borked for now, but... Yep, that's fine. It's more annoying than anything. Second bolt? Yeah, okay, so that was kind of what I thought. Alright. Once again, one of our big mono-green mid-range creatures. But I did just soak up 6 damage for 2 creatures, and then I get to... Come on, something. Fine. Ruseek. Third land. There's this, and then I can pulse back the Quirion Ranger and get the Gingerbread Cabin engine online, which this deck feels like it probably won't have a great thing against. Sure. Sure. Okay. This elf has to eat it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. I can't take 7. Can I? Sure, I'll take it. Sure. Here's this. Always yield. 1, 2, 3. Pulse back the Ranger. Gain 6. Ranger. Untap this. Tap, eat a food. Go. 16. Let's see that synth cracked. Let's see that synth cracked. Ooh, second Bushwhacker is not good. Ah, Searing Blaze. Boo. Boo. But I do get to make another food and cast Lead the Stampede next turn. I could also play Timberwatch if they're running this low on stuff. Sure. Play Timberwatch, hold up food activation. I think I might do that. 3 Timberwatch, hold up food. Sure. Impulse. Tomb Raider's not great for me, but that's fine. Land. Alright, so they've got Synth and Tomb Raider, sure. We know what their last card is. I wouldn't play Synth now because you can't, unless you hit a land, you can't do anything with it. Yeah, they realize that too. Okay. Just don't die. Everybody? Yep. Alright. Sure. I'm going to eat here. And eat the food. Sure. Take 5. Figure it out. 1 card left, or 0 cards left in hand. Synth and Exile. That's pretty good. Okay. I think I still lead right now in case I draw a Quirion Ranger. Alright, we did not, but that's fine. Land. V2 additional cost. Make a 2/4. Gain 2 life. Put an elf in play. And we got Spinewind next turn. They can't get through here. Sure. Sure. Alright, so they can just kind of keep digging. They have 1 card in hand. Rimpulse. Gout Blast deals 4. Sure. Sure. I will throw everything at the fucking wall. I think they realized that too. This is game 2. Yeah. Yeah. Did I win game 1? I did, right? Yeah, I had Quarian Ranger. Sure. Okay. Eat this. Put there. Does not add up. Sure. Five. Gain 3 life. Chill out. Start popping these. Sure. Ginger Brute. Ooh, that's not great. Yep. All right. Sure. Mass Vandal? Fine. 2/3 Hydra. 2/3 Hydra. 2/3 Hydra or second Mass Vandal. All right, so they have nothing in hand. I think I do second Timberwatch. And pass. 11 is still precarious, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. We've got draws. Sure. That's pretty good. Sure. Epicure is fine. That's a redraw that you have to play next turn. I have enough creatures to block your entire board. I can take 1 through Ginger Brute. Sure. Bolt. Okay. I'm gonna bolt. I have 2 Timberwatches. Base? Base might be the place. Yep, sure. Sure. Winding away is pretty insane. Green Ranger? Fine. Hydra. Or that's just something in the way. And the always suspect, just 1/2. Alright, your go. I have more creatures than you. They can blow up another one of these, or they can blood token. Sure. She's gonna get there with Natty Burn. Nope. Sure. Sure. You can put me to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I can eat the rest of their entire board. All right, just gonna put me to 2. Sure. That's fine. I mean, it has to be, but that's, is what it is. Ranger? Okay. Add 10. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Our draw just did not work out. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it's dead no matter what. I need them to fuck up. I need them for some reason to try to put a bunch of creatures in play. All right, they figured it out. Sure, dead on the swing back. All right, 1/1. Ugh. V2. All right. Doesn't look like they actually have stuff. I don't think Macabres are good. And I don't think Merchantses are good either. All right, come on, deck. Sure. They seem much more creature-based. I mean, they've got Galblasts and Burn, but they do seem a little bit more on the creature side. Thinking about bolting the bird. Sure. Okay. Nope. Honestly, Generosent's probably the best draw. I will trade off this elf for that thing. Sure. Jesus Christ. All right, well, we desperately need a fucking land now. Land. Sure. Kind of counts. All right, we've got Mass Vandal for Ginger Brute. She's going to bolt me in the end step. Sure. All right, they're just trying to get over the finish line. Sure. All right. We get to eat Ginger Brute for free. Oh, come on, deck. We have so many lands. Sure. Lackey Epicure. Yep. Sure. All right. Honestly, still would love a fucking Generosent. Come on, deck. That's not what I fucking asked for. Perfect. That actually works. We lost Sagu and a Spinewood. Sure. Sure. That works perfectly. Spinewood Elf. Done. Second one. Sagu. Winding Way. Yep. All right. Borked their entire deck. Stability achieved. Sure. If I draw a land, I'll probably just Pulse Marasa that. Pulse Marasa play a 1, get this back next turn, and then Mass Vandal blow up their land. Sure. Yeah, this looks like someone that's struggling a bit. Galblast is not on. Leave a Pulse Marasa. Throw a Llanowar Elf underneath the graveyard. Sure. Just block this and then eat that. Sure. Bunch of fucking Tomb Raiders. That's also good. 22. 3 cards left. Stability is radically achieved. If they kill anything, I get to eat their land. They do 4 cards, but they haven't drawn anything extra. Second Pulse Marasa 2 goes nuts. That's insane. Natty drew that shit. Hydra. Don't even need to go for it. There's a 5. There's a giant Hydra. I feel like we're over the hump, gang. And the Festivities kills just Sagu if they attack and trade their entire board for it. You know what's better than mass vandaling a land? Just casting a fucking Generous Ent. Alright. They've not played a single card in so fucking long. Sure, they must have Galblasts. Okay. Yeah, they must have Galblast, and they're trying to get the third artifact. Alright, we're gonna leave this up. Leave gain 6 life up. Chipping away at them. Sure. Sure. You have to hit a land drop for this to do 3 damage to Sagu. Sure. Sure. They're going to be really disappointed about the second pulse. All right, 31. So they're going to have to trade off a bunch of creatures if I attack with both. Yeah, I think I'll attack with both. We got to win somehow. Sure. Take 10, go to 3. Done board of the Sagu. I'm at 31. I'll throw every single creature I have in the fucking way. I don't know how they get out of this. And if they kill 2 creatures, I get to turn off all their Goblin Tomb Raiders. Got the GGs. Too much life gain. Double pulse broken. Yeah. Sure. Cool tech. One, 3, 5, 7, 9. Sure. Cool. All right. Positive record locked. See if we can get a 4-1. All right. On the play for the 5th and final round. Ugh. So we played Gingerbread Cabin and then show them our entire hand. I'm going to keep this for science. We've got a positive record. They're on 6. Getting the Gingerbread Cabin like that sucks, but honestly, having straight line to a bunch of mana and then Priest, Timberwatch, and Hydra is pretty good. Toucan Puppin. Avatar creature. And yeah, having to play the Gingerbread Cabin is a little tough, but you know, such is life. All right. 6, 5. I'm gonna guess Spy. And this hand is not good against Spy. Turn 2 Priest is not bad. Ooh. You just unlucky or you want Spy? Ooh, unlucky. Cool. Haha. Alright. I still think we get Priest in play, but this is just unlucky Grixis. And drawing the fucking Mass Vandal when they know... Oh, they know they don't have it. Homeboy. Worst possible outcome you could have. This game might be over. Cool. Sure. All right. Grixis. We want hunters out. I know Grixis is good, but they have so many flyers now. And then I'm going to cut 2 priests. All right. We don't care about their emergent stuff. We don't care about that. Mold to 5. And I show you my hand. And my first turn draw was Mask Vandal. Oh, disgusting. Disgusting behavior. All right. 1 game win away. Let's see if we can get another cheese win. The Chicago Pauper League has done, my local league has done, we do feature matches, and the 2 feature matches I've spoken on are Monstertron into Grixis and Elves into Grixis, and all 3 of the 5 games were won because the green deck blew up all of Grixis's lands. That was just... Monstertron did the 7 mana exile a permanent on the, I think, Swamp, that they had gotten. Like, they found their one basic land in Affinity, and they just got to blow up even their thing. But yeah, we got to refurbish familiar, discard ancient grudge, blow up your not bridge land. Was a nasty, nasty play to Monstertron, and then obviously Elves just the game Greases ended with 2 Seat of the Synod in play after losing 3 of their other red-black lands. So pretty punishing. This is pretty good if a little fragile, but you know, we've got a completely keepable 7. Why would we not? Oh, it's Jund. Cool. And second land drop immediately. Jund. Second bridge. I'm gonna bolt my thing. No. Okay. Aquarian. 1, 2, pick this up, and then I'm just gonna cast a Lead the Stampede. Because that should happen. It's because land grant means you have fewer options. Forest, land grant, Lead the Stampede. Combat, pass. Alright, so they don't know about the second Quirion Ranger. We've got the Mass Vandal start blowing up shit. Sure. Wildfire, they're gonna get their black mana. Sure. Alright. 3 bridges. Priest. Go. I'm not going to get completely clowned by a single KCS, but they are going to have a lot of mana this turn. Chrysalis? I don't give a fuck about Chrysalis, dog. You're going to let me completely cook with this? Alright, I'm just going to put the world's largest Hydra in play. Okay, sure. Alright, slow me a little bit. Mass Vandal, blow up a bridge. Priest. Timberwatch. Go. Sure. Just try to deny them resources where I can. Second Wildfire. Ooh, turn off auto yields. Right, they can Wildfire my lands. That's a function of that deck. Sure, okay. They're not doing that. Sure. I might throw the Masked Vandal underneath the Chrysalis as a way to turn on the second Masked Vandal in my hand. Or they're going to kill the Timberwatch for me. Sure. Okay, killing Timberwatch for me is fine. Sure. Masked Vandal. Blow up a bridge. Timberwatch. They now have... I think I'm going to Winding Way, actually. Perfect. All right. Fearing KCS, obviously, but they're going to go get a red source this time. Yep. All right. If they have KCS, they have KCS, and we're fucked. But if they just spend some time doing other shit, okay, that's not great. That's very bad, in fact. Sure. Okay. That's actually fine. Mass Vandal on the bus. Can't just bleed out to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay, I'm gonna play one of these and then play another elf. And I will trade this off. Sure. Sure. Draw engine finally online. Ugh. Yep. Pick this up. Sure. Sure. Ranger. Cycle Ent. Get Gingerbread Cabin on deck. Pass. They are going to start to get to crunch me. Yeah, and then that's going to make them bigger. Okay. Yeah, this game might be over, but we've got Chrysalis on lockdown, but we're not going to be able to. Sure. Hydra's not helping. Not at 3 mana. And crack this to make it a 4/5. We've gotten into the mid. We've gotten in the mid range against the mid range deck. Yep. All right. I'm dead. I'm not getting out of this, and I value my time on this earth. I'm dead in 2 hits. Yeah. Okay. Dead in 2 hits. All right. So since it's Jund, it is actually a difference. We do want to cut these, and then I think we do want to cut the final priest. The question is, do we want emergences for their shit? I think I might bring in emergencies just to clip some stuff, and we'll do that. Not the, the most, not the happiest with this plan, but Avenging Hunters. So Jund is different than Affinity, especially on play draw, because they're, they're a little bit more fragile. This hand is awesome. A little more fragile. Also, they do die pretty quickly too. Whatever, to all the shit. So, they can't beat Avenging Hunter as well as Grixis can because they don't have 8 flyers in the deck. They've got obviously, big creatures, but they don't have the same kind of engine that Grixis has where it's so powerfully broken. But Jund is good. Okay. Sure. Sure. Just gonna go for it immediately? Okay, sure. That's why we did this. That's why we got the land. Instead of playing another elf. I think we banked the lead stampede now. Yep. That's nuts. Sure. 5 for 5. Land War. Alright. You went all in and I got to go ape shit? Sure. Okay. Draw step. Land. Ranger. Here's this, and then one of these, exiling lead, priest, Llanowar, done. 2/4. Alright, back in it. Sure. Chris, yeah. Sagu's not as a reliable resource against Chrysalis. Obviously, this having this many fucking keywords on it does make it pretty broken. But still pretty good. 5, Hunter. And this is the difference, is that we get to have this shit. And playing an initiative game now. And if they've got removal for the hunter, we can, you know, throw some shit away. The one thing it doesn't have is trample. So, you know, turn 5 hunter is not really what we want, but it is still good enough. Sure. Wildfire. Sure. Wellspring. All right, they're trying to find KCS to sweep up the board. Seems, is my guess, but I do suddenly have 5 fucking mana in play. And I will trade an elf for Chris. Surviving the first KCS is always more important than not. And I'll probably Lost Well onto the V2 instead of the Hunter. Just diversify the threats a little bit. Make the whole board a little chunkier. All right, 4 cards left. 4 mana. Especially with a deck with cast downs in it, you don't really want to pile everything onto the one Hunter, even though it's good. Sure. Forge. V2. Gal Blast in response? Nope. Okay, cool. Ent. Biggest fucking thing you've ever seen. Pick this up. Play another V2? I guess no imprint or whatever. Pass. Riding the initiative to victory. It's definitely stressful. Sure. So I put the things on the V2. Sure. Trap. I probably could have go to the Gixian, but I'd rather do it this way. 5. Here's this. Pass. I sideboard out all my things. I did. All my Timber Watches. Sure. Yep. Drawing some cards. It's fine. It's got to be fine. We have to draw an extra card next turn. This is interaction so good. Jesus Christ. 6 cards in hand. Yep. Yep. Sure. Land? Nah. Terminate? Jesus Christ. Breath Weapon? Breath Weapon actually fucks you, and I trade my entire board, and we've got that. Yeah. Alright, Terminate on deck. That's funny that they figured that out. They were like, oh, yeah, that actually hurts me. Deals 3 to them. This survives. This survives. I trade off these 2. I trade off my creatures. Are you just going for it? Okay. Sure. You can attack? I will eat all your shit for free. Yeah, didn't think so. Archives, draw a card. Monstrance, choose a creature you control. Kill this. Choose creature you control. Has some additional cost. Ent. Done. This goes on here. Attack here. Ranger. Surprise. Ugh, should have played land. Alright, they're at 9. We can get thrown on the dead 3 next turn. They need a pretty significant board wipe. Sure. Sure. Alright, I mean, they've got Terminate in hand, so they can kill whatever. 4 mana. Kill the Hunter. Sure. School tech for the Guardian of the Guild pack is what I'm assuming. Sure. Just gonna let me go to the archives. Our throne, sure. So Generous Sense the biggest thing in the fucking world, but Avenging Hunter restarts the whole process. So I think I'm gonna go 8/7 Hunter. Pick the land, draw for turn. Chill. Don't need to go crazy. Sure. Sure. Draw a bunch of cards. It is so funny having the Sagus being like, so a toxin analysis KCS is actually bad for you. This is crazy. Second Chrysalis, sure. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's whatever. Forge. Onto this. Alright. I think we smash with the Hunter. It does so much damage, they have to throw a bunch of shit in the way. I'm going to lose my Hunter, but they're going to lose their Chrysalis and their big Chrysalis at the very least. 10 is just so much. I should have attacked with Sagu too. Sure. Yeah. Not attacking with Sagu was a bleed. Yep. Sure. Sure. Yep. I can bounce a land if needed. Sure. 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 They're just drawing a bunch of cards. Trying to get there. Sure. How many Hunters do I have left? 2 Hunters, 3 Monstrous Emergence. Yeah. Sure. Missed. Nice. Trap you. Okay. They have the onboard Spell Bomb. And I can't get rid of the Refurbish because they'll eat the Sagu no matter what. So I think we just chill. Got... Oh, they still have 2 Chrysalis left. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm running into. Sure. Right, and the Limbus. All right, come on, deck. We need big draws. Yeah. Maybe I got lost in the sauce in this one, dragged out to this weird point, but we have so many big draws in our deck. But they have just a million trinket artifacts. Sure. 5 cards left. So funny. Breath Weapon is non-factor. All right, I mean, I'll take the extra draw. Perfect. 2, 3. Lead the Stampede. 2, 3. Done. Way to fucking go, deck. Let's do this now. Breath Weapon right now. Okay. Second Hunter. Throne. Now I think we take Generous End. Yeah, now we take Generous End. Food token. And we get to attack with the Sagu. My opponent said, what a grind. Yeah, man. They have removal spell? No. Okay. Sure. An opponent bleed by telling me they didn't have the... They don't have Toxin. Sure. Just more Chrysalis? Sure. +4/+4 is an 8/9. Sure. All right. 1 fucking land left in the deck. Sagu. Ranger. Pass. Did I dump the gingerbread cabin? No, I just haven't found it yet. Sure. Cast down the end. Casting down the end is bad for me. Orlo's eating a Limbus. Eating Limbus. Okay, Fanatical Offering, sure. Sure. What an insane game this has become. 19 cards left in their deck. They can technically never mill out with the Limbus. Sure. Yep. Cool. Sure. So many triggers. Sure. I'm also at 33, which is like a low-key hilarious amount of life. Jesus Christ. Zing 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 ding 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 ding. Look at that. None of these shit have trample though. Do you have a Hydra? Sure. I mean, 9 cards in hand. Nine cards in hand. None of their creatures actually get through without killing them. I mean, they've got to have some sort of removal. Unless they only play 2 cast downs. Sure. That is actually annoying. Sure. No bargain, just as is. Okay. Hunter. Two, three, four, five, six. Dead yet. You just have to find it. All right. 5. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's what he was confused about. Yeah. Yep. Bunch enough shit in play. All right. Shuffle it up. There's no way you have lands left, right? Damn. All right. Limbus. Nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So they're still dead. Nice. Just gonna eat it immediately. One of my fucking Hydras would be nice. Literally all 4 still in the deck. Yeah, literally all 4 still in the deck. Okay, so they take the initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They take the initiative, they go get a land. If they have Breath Weapon, I lose 1, 2, 3, and they lose 1, 2, 3. I think I let them fucking hit me, which is insane. Yep. They can gain 2, but they're going to, no matter what, take some damage here. And also if I find Hunter number 1, 2... Sure. Hydra? I guess it doesn't matter. Did my combat math right. Sure. 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 Yeah, you realize I've got a bunch of trample too. Yep. Cast down for this is still... I mean, I was dead. Ugh, land grant, such a bad draw. Gain 3, go to 7, trap still kills you. Okay. They need double removal spell, and then they still die to the trap. Okay, I do think I got there. Jesus Christ. What a battle. I think they're figuring that math out. Actually, ooh, no. I'm gonna untap this, return a land in my hand. Just bank it. Correct plays. Sure. That doesn't save you. You're taking the 2 from this. Lembus doesn't save you. Go to 7, take 2, go to trap, go to 5. Dead exact for Exacxies. What a battle. That was awesome. No response. Trap. Trap you. Crazy. Crazy. That was sick. That was maybe one of the best games I've had in the fucking on video. GG's. That was awesome. I did the math before you attacked with Gix. If they're still here. That was where they messed up. Oh, and we were so dead. We were so dead. Crazy. All right. 4-1. Losing to a tight set against Rakdos. Pretty close against the almost got the trophy. That would have actually been pretty sick. But I mean, all in all, I think it was good. I think the main deck is just insane. Obviously playing U Fae twice helps. But then the land grant kind of worked. It kind of didn't really matter. So I think if I'm going to play land grants, I'll probably play 2 if I ever do. But I don't think they're particularly good. The Pulsar Marasa actually was insane against that red rally matchup. Just the gain 6 life, rebuy the Quarian Ranger to get the gingerbread cabin online was a sick play. Pulse, I think, actually might be worth revisiting if you're playing Elves as like a sideboard tech card. It's good into certain matchups, and also just 3 mana gain 6 life is pretty fucked up. Rebuying important creatures is nice. Rebuying stuff that you need, or just like I did against that one, just get a completely different engine online. So, all in all, a 4-1 record, and I will see everyone next time.